Hi guys, it's Kiranga back with the fucking mess. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's start off with Diddy, Cassie, and Nicki Minaj. So, there was a fake outlet during the weekend that was spreading a false narrative saying that Cassie confided in Nicki Minaj during the abuse, and Nicki Minaj told her to stay with Diddy, that it was all part of the music biz. If she wanted to be a star, she had to suck it up. Obviously, this was fake, and the actual news outlet that had been copied by, the fake news outlet came out to deny those claims, even in the following video.
And there was a tweet going around about Nicki Minaj
thing, the Prince,
about
Sheila E.
With your name attached.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
Some people said I should. I don't have the time.
Are you going to sue?
I don't have the time to sue, and also I know enough about lawsuits. It's not as fun as people think. Like they have discovery against you. Like no matter how outrageous what they did, no matter. I'm not saying I'm afraid. I file like freedom of information lawsuits because they're very clean. You don't get into like what's your motive, I also don't want, whether it's Nicki Minaj or anyone to have the name of it. I didn't do it.
Yeah.
All I can do is like do a tweet and say this is false. I didn't report that. I can't. I'm glad to say it here, but I don't intend at least. Maybe she'll sue them. Maybe. I could sue them. They've damaged. They damaged. But I think that more and more in today's like AI world, these kind of things are going to happen. So people are just going to have to be more discerning. It's almost like when you get a phishing email. You got to look at like where it came from.
Yeah,
they're asking you to put in your information.
So there you have it, folks. People are so fucking evil. How can you use a moment of someone's trauma to try to bring another down? Jesus Christ. This is abuse. We can't be making such jokes. In light of this news, with something more positive, Nicki Minaj's and Cassie, The Boys, is officially platinum. If you know that song, it's a bop. Moving on to Justin Bieber. Well, you all know Justin Bieber's not looked his best lately, and he's been getting into a lot of controversy. So, his wife Hailey Bieber covered Vogue recently. And instead of congratulating his wife, he had this to say. This reminds me when we got into a huge fight. I told her that she would never be on the cover of Vogue. Yikes, I know. Baby, you already know, but forgive me for saying you wouldn't, because clearly I was sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken? Okay, that does not sound like an apology. It sounds like sadly mistaken. Like you doubt your wife's potential so much, and all you have to say is I was sadly mistaken. Like literally, fans are saying that he hates his wife, he's embarrassing her constantly, and I have to agree, like somebody needs to check that guy. Honestly, it's not okay. And of course, fans made it about Selena as always, talking about how she tried to say how manipulative he was, and people are calling her out for it. Anyway, Selena is like partnering with Oreo or something. I don't know. Like, okay, I don't know why, but I guess get the bag goes. I don't think there's any special addition that Selena would bring to Oreos. But you know what? Get the bag, girl. Let's move on to this social claimer. I'm sorry, opportunist. Megan Thee Stallion. Always defending herself. Always the victim. So, I'm sure you all know about the Megan Thee Stallion Tory Lanez case, where she alleged that Tory Lanez shot her, and he has been in jail for years for it now. So, she had this to say. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, and nobody got time. So, at what point are you all gonna stop making me relive being shot by Tory? At what point are Tory and the old fans gonna stop lying? Like, how much is the check to keep harassing me? Okay, girl, first of all, nobody's paying anybody to harass you. Fans are just waking the fuck up. What are you talking about? Leave me alone. Tory Lanez is in hospital. He was stabbed. What are you talking about? He's harassing you. You got restraining orders against him. A man was in jail, by the way. You're the one who keeps on opening up these ones. Because, girl, you made albums about him, a documentary about him. You make subliminal performances about him. Fans are noticing these things. People are not stupid. Talking about we are making you relieve, you're doing it intentionally. You're just mad it's not in your favor anymore. You lied to the doctors, you lied to the police, you lied to the detectives, you lied to the public, you lied on live. Why would you not lie? Talking about why would you lie? So apparently after 6 months of investigating Tory Lane's case, Fox News analyst Jano Caldwell claims that former Los Angeles DA George Garson orchestrated an unfair prosecution resulting in rapper's wrongful conviction.
The artist known as Tory Lanez is currently recovering after being stabbed in prison. The attack occurred after the New York Post made contact with Megan Thee Stallion's team regarding the op-ed that I was working on with them, and Lanez was then stabbed days later. But his representatives claims that Megan's ex-best friend, Kelsey Harris, is the one responsible for the shooting. Now, I've been looking into this case for almost 6 months now. I immediately learned that George Gascon, the George Soros-funded prosecutor, railroaded Tory Lanez. And I've been actively working on a story. And this has been something that has been quite a movement. I did a petition with the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety at caldwellinstitute.org, where artists like Drake has encouraged his more than 140 million followers to sign this petition. We put it up on Wednesday. We're at almost 300,000 signatures today that advocate for the governor of California to intervene on this and pardon him, because I believe he was really railroaded.
So there you have it, folks. It's not looking good for Megan Thee Stallion. Not only that, Anna Paulina Luna, I guess a Republican politician, came out to say, we have compelling evidence proving Tory Lane's innocence, and it will be released within the next 36 hours. Those who rushed to call for his incarceration and worse yet pushed false evidence should prepare to be held accountable. It's not looking good for Megan Thee Stallion. It's not looking good for Devon Nation. But your time is up. Moving on to Trump beefing with musicians like the music icon, Neil Young. So, Neil Young had this to say. Bruce and thousands of musicians think that you're ruining America. You worry about that instead of the dying kids in Gaza, Young wrote on his website. That's your problem. I am not scared of you, neither are the rest of us, he continued. You shut down FEMA when we needed it most. He went on to say, that's your problem, Trump. Stop thinking about what rockers are saying. Think about saving America from the mess you made. Remember what the White House is, 8647? That's what you think about. Young went on. You are forgetting your real job. You work for us. Wake up, Republicans. This guy is out of control. You need a real president. Well, he even said that Trump has threatened to launch a major investigation into Springsteen over his support for Kamala Harris. He insulted the beloved musician by calling him highly overrated, a pushy, obnoxious jack, and tried out. So, Neil Young is standing up against Trump with artists like Taylor Swift and Bruce Springsteen. What a president, huh? He got time for everything. Beefing with musicians. Oh well, but I'm Kenyan, we have our own suckers, so am I right? Anyway, moving on to Freemason. I'm sure you all heard about Freemason during the weekend being closed because of financial issues. So the representative, Guy Spencer Elm, sends a final caution saying that Freemason is not low, but it's above low. Yes. He said that any unlawful interference will trigger consequences that go beyond courtrooms procedures. Yes, he threatened Kenya. So, he said authorities are advised to respect the sacred shield around Freemasons. Guy Spencer Elms reminds them, violating this sanctuary of light will summon consequences no badge or office can deflect. He told us we are little boys as Kenya. He went on to say police must understand Freemason do not fall under any jurisdiction. Okay, as a student of IR, I know that some organizations do operate outside the legal system. But again, isn't Kenya a sovereign nation? So as long as you're in it, I feel like you really should pay your dues, pay your respect, don't you think? Anyway, let me know what y'all think about that. I actually just found out, okay, about the Freemasons thing. I mean, I know that organization has always been there, but I didn't think they found Kenya cool enough. You know? Moving on to our neighbor Tanzania. I'm sure you all have heard about all the unlawful things going on, the detention of Kenyans, around the election and all that. So, people are starting to, kind of allege that Suluhu had a hand in the death of their former president Magufuli. They're reminiscing of how good a president he was and all that. And all I have to say is, women too can be dictators. Don't be sexist. Moving quickly back on to Trump. Apparently, Trump just deported 12 Burmese and Vietnamese citizens to South Sudan. Everybody knows South Sudan has never been stable for years and it's, in the verge of civil war. So, Trump shows once again that he does not care about judges' orders or the US Constitution. Like you already know that. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Have an amazing day.